time to get back to a segment that I have not done in a very long time. Famous people with autism again. And this one's gonna be a shocker. I know I've talked about the previous one, Steven Spielberg, but I'm gonna talk about another famous movie editor and producer, Tim Burton. Yes, guys, Tim Burton. It's actually rumored that this guy was autistic, but apparently I found him on the list. I might as well do him anyway, since I don't want to feel like redoing another video. Tim Burton was somewhere in California back in 1958. Or was it 1950? Yeah, 1958. He was in fact, this guy was kind of inspired to do his job by one producer and also the famous Dr. Seuss. If you don't remember what Tim Burton's work was like, he had like example that most of the time it's not really talking about him, it's really talking about him in his movies. Most of his movies rely on terror, like horror and terror themes. One of his best movies, by my opinion, in fact this one's actually my favorite of all, this was the Nightmare Before Christmas. Yes, my favorite movie created by Tim Burton was The Nightmare Before Christmas. And to admire his work, I think that in terms of best horror theme, by far it's him, by movies. He also has created other movies like Edward Scissorhands, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Frankenweenie, Sleepy Hollow, The Batman, Superman Lives, and a lot of other movies, including The Corpse Bride and James and the Giant Peach. Now, it doesn't really explain all of his stuff on there. I mean, I just checked on Wikipedia. It only talks about some of his stuff, like he graduated from Santa Clara something. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not really huge on Tim Burton, but I'm trying the best I can here. Anywho, it was rumored that he was autistic, but I think he might be. And I don't know if he had any tragedy, but this guy is very creative, and like I said in my other videos, which I think I should have mentioned, that autistic people don't really have any problems being creative. To tell you the truth, most of us, or probably all of us, watching most of us, are just as creative as anyone else, as everybody else. And right now, since I'm talking Tim Burton, you know, like how I say, the autistic king of horror films. Horror, not horror films. Don't get mixed up. I'm saying horror, terrifying, scary, not whatever, and not that nasty stuff. I mean, acknowledged in a good way, not that, but I'm getting off topic. Sorry about that. Tim Burton will always for me, that was be the king of horror in my book, and actually next to Steven Spielberg, one of my favorite producers. Yeah, he might be my shortest one. Yes, because I really don't know all about everything about him. But if I clue myself in, I might as well have to redo the video. I mean, really. If this doesn't really attract a lot of people, well, do your research, or if you want to hear more about the famous autistic people, please subscribe. If not, please subscribe, so I know more about my autistic themes, and I'm going to do another video about, well, being autistic, the experience. I may have talked about my first video, but it's not. But I'm going to try and go more in depth what my autistic brain is like, because we're all different. So yeah, that's my theme, and I'm going to do a few other videos far in the future. I'm not going to do like one by one. They're all going to be different. Later.